Hey there, everybody, what's up? So, if you've just watched my reaction to Laura Kelly versus Molly Damon match, where, spoiler alert, Laura Kelly won. I can say that because the match was already over, and if this video was uploaded after the match. Now it's for my most anticipated match of the night. No offense to the other two ladies, but I cannot wait to see Mara destroy Chandru once and for all, and prove that he's not as good as he thinks he is. Obviously, I will also be participating in the match. I'm still using this old withered down marker, which I'm definitely going to need to get another one. In any case, let's watch Mara destroy Chandru, and as you can see, I still got a little bit of popcorn left. I'm going to finish it by the time the match starts. So, here we go. Chandru versus Mara. Here we go. Okay. A little bit of a technical difficulty. Here we go.
And we are back, and we have reached the main event. Mark, the first match was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, but I have to be honest, I have been waiting for this Inner Geekdom Championship match since both competitors agreed for it to happen. The champion, Chandru, the chosen, Dhandapani, tries to become the only Movie Trivia Schmoedown Inner Geekdom champion to defend it a second time. However, he has to do it against one of the greatest Inner Geekdom players we have ever seen, making her return after a 2-year absence. The amazing Mara Knopic. You talk about history. She's trying to become the only female competitor to ever win a singles championship twice, and she would only be the second Inner Geekdom champion to win the title twice. What a story for either one of the competitors here today.
And what a way to kick off Season 8 of the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. In the headlining match, you have a fan favorite finally making their long-awaited return. But they're not just climbing a hill today. If she wants to win that belt, Mara's going to have to scale the mountain known as the Chosen. Chandru, Dhandapani, and Christian, we're just taking all that Star Wars knowledge from the first match. We're just expanding that all the way into all of the glory and very hard-to-pronounce names that the Inner Geekdom has to offer.
And we're expanding it right back to the Dungeon versus Swag. It is the Dungeon versus Swag again. It is the night of Dungeon versus Swag. And we have seen inside, look, Mara Knopic is the overall first pick in the 2021 draft, and deservedly so. She's been out of commission for 2 years, but when she lost the championship to Mike Kalinowski, when she agreed to play that match at the Spectacular, it was, I'll play that match because, Mike, at the time, you don't deserve it. What happens, though, I get an automatic rematch. I get an automatic rematch if I decide to play. She was out for a little bit. The league honored the request that she could take the challenge no matter when she came back. Well, she's coming back to do it against Chandru. And Chandru goes, well, guess what you should have done? You should have stayed ratired because it is not that time anymore. It is Chandru the Chosen's time. So they've been firing it up on Twitter. They've been going at it. Swag's Winston has been going back and forth with Kaiser. And there's so much on the table here because the points are worth more now. The championship matches are worth 7 points. For Chandru, if he wins, that's his second title defense. Title defenses are worth 1 extra point. So Chandru, if he wins, could get 8. And if it's a knockout or a TKO, there's also more points on there. So there's a lot at stake right now. And it's you can feel the energy already in the room.
Yeah, it's not just the challenge for the competitors that are about to be competing in this match. It is those managers you referenced. For Winston and Kaiser, this is the summit. This is where you have to be on your game in each round. Every question, you got to be on the tip of your toes, ready in case you need to utter a challenge in between rounds, in case you need to utter words of confidence to inspire your troop. This is what it all comes down to right now. And that belt you mentioned, the Inner Geekdom Championship belt, it's been on a few different shoulders. I don't know that it's ever moved quite as much as it has once Chandru won it, because he's got some pretty sweet moves, but it could be changing state lines here tonight. We don't know, but after 5 rounds, possibly overtime of carnage here, Christian, we're going to have that answer.
Well, we're going to have a lot of answers. We also have a lot of story. You ready for the goosebumps? You ready for the big one? You ready for the first title match promo from Nerd Chronic? Here we go.
I'm ready.
We're going to do things a little different. We're going to do a tournament. It's going to be an Inner Geekdom tournament.
I'm here with a little bit of an update regarding the Inner Geekdom tournament. Mike Kalinowski is facing off against Jared Haben, and also Coy Jandrew is facing off against the amazing Mara Knopic, a newcomer in the Schmoedown League.
No one knew who you were, and now they do, because of me. You keep on winning, I'm gonna keep on winning. We'll see where that takes us.
Just one course correction there.
Okay, yes.
Brown dwarf star.
A lot of competitors who were not in this tournament before or even in consideration now find themselves in a position with 4 wins. They could be playing Jason Justice Inman for that championship. And that is the case with our rookie here today, the amazing Mara Knopic, who makes her debut against crazy Coy Jandrew.
Roseanne.
And your winner!
I feel like we found a new female superstar here.
I would be willing to accept the moniker of the Brown Dwarf Star.
One match, the amazing Mara Knopic. She's going up against Emma Fyfe. Emma Fyfe has done it all in this league.
Mara is phenomenal, but Rachel's the original phenomenon.
Like any other match, I'll be ready for her, and I'll go on to the final.
And now she's going to have the biggest match of her career as she goes up against Rachel Cushing.
Mr. Blue. Mr. Blue.
Both correct. This is going to turn into match of the year. Wow.
She kept winning, and I kept winning. She held up her end of the bargain, as did I. I created a monster, and I've got to face her, because I'm a man of my word. Is it Laurel and Hardy?
And your winner!
Remember my journey here. Remember the destiny that brought justice to the Schmoedown.
Mara, you did with a brandy buck.
And your winner! And new Inner Geekdom champion, Mara Knopic!
I've seen what happens. These bright stars that come into the league, they burn so bright, and they fade into obscurity. They're gone.
Mike Kalinowski, the current Inner Geekdom champion, against Mara Knopic. He won the championship. He is now the champion. Both Mara Knopic and Jason Inman have stepped down from the Inner Geekdom division. We have an open field, and new competitors are showing up. The champion is Mike Kalinowski, defending that championship.
The fact that you came in here and made such a dominant debut here, I think that it's nothing to hang your head about. And we're actually really excited to see what you can do if you want to keep coming back.
Jandrew, he started out, it's like, oh yeah, he can be okay. And then you start to see what he does, and you see his energy for it, and you see his cockiness. Most hate it, but it's working for him. Whatever he's doing right now, he looks unstoppable.
Jandrew, you did it! You did that! You did that!
Unlike you and Mike and the Cushings and the Smeths and the Knopics of the world, I'm going to be the first person to defend yourself since Inman, first person to defend it twice. So you're just a pebble in my way.
Who do you want next?
I mean, I've taken...
I think that I am here to say something. I would like to use my title shot to play Jandrew.
Such a nice way to put up a challenge. Of course I accept it. But here's the thing, Mara. You're the past, and I'm the present, baby. And what's another word for present? I'm the gift that keeps on giving. If you want to have another loss to your record, just like you lost to Mike, be my guest.
I beat Rachel Cushing. I beat Mike on our first match, and I beat Jason Inman. So if anybody thinks I can't do it, they have another thing coming. I think you can. It's been a couple of years since I've been in, and I've seen a lot of people ask where I've been, what I've been up to. I've been on an island. Really, We're on the kitchen island.
The amazing Mara Knopic. She was one of the main reasons I even entered the league. And she has made so much history in the Inner Geekdom division, but I think Mara made a critical mistake. She chose to cross paths with the Chosen.
Give me a break. You're chosen to be next, pal, because let me tell you something. Mara's being trained by Parker, by Wit, by the Smasher. Tonight, you go home a loser.
I'm in the dungeon now, and I have a killer team of people behind me.
She's a shiny now.
Is family, and I finally understand what Vin Diesel has been grumbling about all these years.
The only points that the dungeon's gonna walk away from this match is a -1.
The guy's got about as much personality as Mara's lava lamp. The brown dwarf star is back. She wants your title.
You genuinely think Mara Knopic, talented, super talented former champion, is going to be taking that belt away from the Chosen One?
Yes, she
is.
is.
Sunken place. Y'all better get out.
It's true, 2 years have gone by since I played the game, and the game has changed. But you know what hasn't changed? That I am a champion. I won a tournament, and I won a belt. So I proved to everyone why I deserved to be there. The proof will be in the pudding. And guess what? I like pudding. Prepare to look up into the night sky and see a little brown dwarf star with a shiny, shiny belt.
And a shiny hairstyle.
It's time for me to make some history. The first person to have 2 defenses of the thick, thick belt.
I mean, come on.
What do you think of that?
Wow. I was like, I thought that I had my mic on because I was like, oh no, because I was like, oh my God, I'm like reacting to it. I mean, Nerd Chronic is just a genius. He's just a genius. But they also, like he says many times over, when he has that much to work with, he's gonna be given. He just had so much material, and you look at all the history with Mara Knopic and what she did in her rookie season, 5 in a row, and then beating the likes of Rachel Cushing and Mike Kalinowski and Jason Inman. Remember, this is something that people aren't talking about. Jason Inman was also trying to defend the championship for a second time when the belt was taken off of him from who? Mara Knopic. So there's that. And then you have the story of what Chandru has been doing. And Chandru beating Smets and beating him handedly, and then Chance Ellison, who was coming up and had such an beat Mike Kalinowski, had an amazing performance in the tournament. Chandru took care of him pretty easily. So this is one of the most anticipated Inner Geekdom matches that I think that I can ever remember, and you see why when you look at all that history.
I didn't think I could get any more hype for this match, and then that promo airs, my armpits showed up crying, and Christian, we talked earlier about that great Mortal Kombat show that dropped yesterday. I feel like I just watched it 5 times in a row, and I think we're ready for some combat.
Yeah, and just to reiterate real quick on my earlier point, I'm very aware that the Shire Wolves repeated as champions. I was talking about Mara Knopic today. Should she win the championship, she'll be the only female competitor to repeat a individual championship. So that is what I meant, if I can reiterate there, because I'm sure people are talking about it.
Still docking you a point. Still taking it off right here.
Fine. All right, listen, Mark. I want to get started. How about you?
I could go for a beer, maybe a heavy. Yes, let's do this thing, man. We've been waiting all summer for this.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time
summer.
For
Wait a minute, what?
The movie trivia Schmoedown. 5 rounds for the movie trivia Schmoedown Inner Geekdom Championship of the World. Introducing first. The challenger.
Wow!
Representing the dungeon with a record of 5 wins, 1 defeat, and 2 knockouts. She is the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown Inner Geekdom Champion of the World, the amazing Mara Knopic. Mara Knopic, holy mackerel. I have to tell you, you and I, we have spoken, we have talked, but I have to be honest, it has been over 2 years since I've been able to announce you coming back to the Schmoedown to boom out the amazing Mara Knopic. It feels good to me. How does it feel for you?
It's a lot different compared to when I ask the nurses to call my name like that when I'm in the waiting room visiting my doctor.
It's a pretty good training regimen. If you're in the waiting room, you might as well get that Schmoedown feel. So, Mara, when you talk about preparing for a match like this, what's more concerning to you? Is it the wealth of knowledge that you're going to have to win, or is it just knocking that competitive rust off because you haven't competed in a minute?
What rust?
I'm mostly concerned about continuity of power because I now live in Arkansas and we are snowed in. So if I disappear, it's not because I died. It's because the power went out.
Good to know.
That's a fair point.
Well, you didn't miss a step. We're always entertaining. We're excited to have you back. Good luck, and we will see you in just a moment. And her opponent.
Representing the swag theme, but it's not because of swag.
With a record of 6 wins, 2 defeats, and 3 knockouts, he is the 2020 Inner Geekdom Player of the Year. And the ratings, defending, undisputed Movie Trivia Schmoedown Champion of the World, Chandru, the Chosen Dhandapani. Champion doing the trademark dance as we've been waiting for.
Couldn't even get a proper costume.
Andrew,
lame.
You've got the belt, you've got the swag, and you've got 1 defense. You've been talking as you've been doing, and Mara Knopic, you've said a few times that she should not have come back to face you. Do you stand by those words? How are you feeling as you see Mara kind of come in ready for the battle?
I mean, I'm feeling great. I was a big fan of Mara way back when she was running through the tournament. I was in the audience
when you were a little toddler, yeah.
Took the belt away from Jason Inman. I was even in the audience when she returned in San Diego to challenge Mike for a title shot. I mean, that would have been a better strategic decision to challenge Mike for the title shot, or even Smets later in last season. But challenging me for a title is probably the least strategic decision that Mara could have made. And the other strategic part is she did all of that without a manager. And today, if she had come in without a manager, she would have had a better chance, because right now she's in the faction led by one of the biggest morons I've ever seen in this division. He had the most dominant champion of the world in Inner Geekdom, and he basically managed him to a loss single-handedly, and he's ready to
managed him into a win.
Do that again. I've already dealt Kaiser 1 loss. I'm happy to deal him 1 more.
All right, so trash talk not just towards your opponent, but your opponent's manager. Chandra, I'm curious because, look, we got a shorter offseason than the NBA players did this past season. So did you take any time off to just recharge the battery, or as soon as we were done, do you just dive right back into the movies that you love to study?
I mean, especially when you're a defending champion, there is no time off, but I still wanted to, recharge my batteries, as you said. And with the new movies and all that too, there's only so much time off I could take, and I knew this was going to be one of the biggest challenges I've ever faced because Mara is no joke, despite her accuracy. So I know she's coming at me with all she's got and with all her faction training her, and that's why I took it as seriously I did, and trained as hard as I could.
All right, so the champion is here, and now the challenger is here, and we are ready for the match. Mark, 5 rounds for the Inner Geekdom Championship of the World. All right, we start. Mark, please tell us the rules of round number 1.
I think most of these competitors know it by now, but just a refresher, this is round number 1. It's a big championship match, but round number 1, same as the usual Inner Geekdom round number 1, just with a whole lot more pressure. 10 questions. Each question is worth a point. No penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round 1. We ask the question. You get about 15 seconds to get your best answer from your head into your arm, into your hand, onto the page. And then when we ask you by name, please reveal what you wrote to your camera at the same time you verbalize your answer into the microphone. Each competitor has 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the 5-round match. If you're not sure you heard a question right, you want to buy yourself another 15 seconds, use one of your 3 JTE rules. Each faction also has a challenge to be used. The competitor may issue the faction, then we'll bring in the faction manager, and from there, we will decide if the challenge is happening. We'll confirm, ratify, and well, we'll probably have a challenge here tonight, Christian. Let's be honest. So it is Chandru. It is Mara. And those are the rules. And now we're about to get the match underway. I feel good about this, Christian. I feel nervous. I feel like the intensity is here. We preheated the oven. Now let's bake something.
All right, we asked the champion, do you have anything to say, and are you ready?
Mara, good luck. You're going to need it.
Yeah.
And Tamara, anything to say, and are you ready?
I will accept the good luck and also give myself more good luck.
Then
let's get ready to Schmoedown!
Here we go. Round number 1, question number 1, and we begin with fantasy sci-fi. You will find a large automated peacekeeping machine known as Ed 209 that malfunctions in which 1987 film?
Hey, Christian, great joy to read that question.
Certainly did.
The only one that you and I might get in this whole match.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please, and we start with Chandru.
He's half
RoboCop 2.
RoboCop.
Yes, Mara Knopic.
RoboCop.
I went with the second RoboCop.
Question.
I apologize.
That's right. I just picked up my
No point for
6000
me.
SUX. It's in the garage. Your next question is in the world of Jurassic Park. And the question, which Jurassic Park film ends with the line, probably stick together for survival? If there was a park where they had dinosaurs, Christian, would you take your family there?
I don't know. I don't trust
On
people.
opening weekend. I give you free tickets opening weekend.
I don't trust people. You see what happens in the movies. 5, people are idiots. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, and Mara.
I was going to go with Fallen Kingdom, but I didn't.
Yes, Chandru.
Yeah.
I said Jurassic Park.
Wow, so Mara takes the lead there. Mara takes the lead, 2-1. Mara strikes first blood as we get to our 3rd question. In the realm of Superman.
The Superman.
Who plays the character of August Gorman, who's a bumbling computer genius in Superman 3?
Oops.
Favorite month of the year? Go.
October.
Because it's your birthday?
Yes.
Selfish.
That's right. 5.
Finally, I
4,
got one.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, and Chandru.
Richard Pryor.
Yes, Mara.
Richard Pryor.
Mara Knopic. 3-2, 1 point lead over the champion. Next question.
Yeah, we go to Christian's favorite world of the Transformers. He loves those movies, and here's a question.
Filthy lie.
In Transformers the movie, what is the name of the city the Autobots have built on Earth? Okay, this is actually serious. So you mentioned Richard Pryor. There's a documentary on Comedy Central that's great, airing later on tonight about Patrice O'Neill. Did you ever work with him? Were you ever on the same lineup back in the New York days?
5. I'll answer later. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Mara Knopic.
I went Autoland.
Autobot City.
Yes. Chandru.
Autobot City.
All right. So now we are going toe to toe, as we thought we would. Here's the next question. In the realm of Marvel films, who plays the role of Betty Ross in 2003's Hulk?
What do you think? Those robots just getting a little tired after they built a whole city, and they're like, we can't come up with a name. Just call it Autobot.
Very simple. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, and Chandru.
Jennifer Connelly?
Yes. Mara.
Jennifer Connelly.
Look at that. It is still, right now, we have Mara up by 1 as we get to our next question here, Mark. Question number 6, 5-4.
Yeah, and it's in the world of the wizarding world. And here's the question. In The Crimes of Grindelwald, Nagini is a female that carries a blood curse that will eventually turn her into a snake. What is the name given to people that suffer from this? Ooh, that's a tough draw.
I
saw this
Mara
movie
seems to have
recently.
written that down before you even finished. Oh my god!
No, I mean, just imagine having to turn into a snake gradually.
5, 4, 3, 2,
I can't
1.
come up
Pens
with it.
down, hands up, and Mara.
Maledictus.
That's
Yes.
right. Chandru.
Maledictus.
Also right. Wow. This is why this is a championship match. I'll tell you what. All right, here is the next question. In Planet of the Apes, what a battle it is so far as we get to the 7th question. Planet of the Apes. Who plays the character of Ari, a female chimpanzee who protests the way humans are treated in 2001's Planet of the Apes?
I did see that one.
Saw that one in the theater.
I did too.
I don't.
I mean,
it was a
I don't
long
remember
time
hating
ago.
it at the time, but people aren't fans of it.
Yeah, the ending's so stupid. That's the only reason.
Abraham Lincoln.
5, 4,
Easy.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Chandru.
Helena Bonham Carter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mara.
Makes sense.
Helena Bonham
I should have known. I should have guessed.
Has
it. Yeah, I should
not
have known.
missed, and we are going to question number 8. Question number 8. Here we go.
That's right. It's in the category of, we got some new ones for Inner Geekdom this season, folks. Animated movies. And the question.
Ooh.
In The Incredibles 2, which actor voices Winston Devor, a superhero fan that leads a giant telecommunications company?
I forget when I watch Inner Geekdom matches how in awe I am of the mental athletes that play in this game. The stuff that they can pull, it's insane.
Mathletes.
Yes. 5, 4.
No, that's something.
3. That's something else. 2, 1.
Question.
Right. First one.
All right. And this is in the category of animated movies. And the query, in The Incredibles 2, which actor voices Winston Devor, a superhero fan that leads a giant telecommunications company? And Winston Marshall very happy that we referenced his first name, Christian. I see it in the private chat.
Oh, good. Well, that is
I had it and I lost it.
That is the first JTE by Mara. And here we are. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Mara?
Bob Odenkirk.
Yes. And Chandru.
Really?
My favorite Winston is Winston Devor, Bob Odenkirk.
Well, look at that.
That's what I was going to write down, but I gave up on it.
Mara hits
uses
the JT and hits
Guess I
it.
should have
and
gone with my
finds
gut.
herself
I'm
up
giving
still,
myself a point for this one.
8-7 as we get to question number 9.
I had it and then I
comic book movies.
erased it.
Which 2005 non-MCU comic book film features the characters of Loki and Odin?
Whew. Showing up everywhere. Yeah. Okay. Good talk. Just watch the numbers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. Pens down, please. And we start with Chandru.
If you haven't
Son of
watched
the
that
Mask.
movie, please don't. Son of the Mask.
Yes.
Son of the
and
Mask.
I did not have it.
Mara didn't have it. Mara misses first. We
Ooh.
see ourselves tied. We see ourselves tied here now. 8-8. 8-8. And here is the question.
All props to Chandler for getting that, but you should almost get a point if you didn't know it was Son of the Mask as well. Here we go with your final question in round number 1, and it's in the category of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Nice.
And here it is. In Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 2014 film, what is the name of the villainous clan that wants to spread a poison in New York City? So anyway, Christian, you got these 3 turtles, and then they have this no good friend, Raphael, who's just really useless.
5, 4. This is you venting. I get it. 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Mara.
The Foot Clan?
The Foot Clan was all
Yes,
I put.
that's right. Chandra.
Okay.
The Foot Clan.
Yes. All right. So we see ourselves after round number 1. We are all tied up 9-9. What a first round it was. Tied up. Mark, round number 2. How's it go?
Whew, round number 2. If it's as fast-paced and as smoking as this one, Christian and I are going to have trouble keeping up. It's the wheel round. So the wheel spins round and round. It's going to land on a category, and whatever category it lands on, competitor who spun it with their mind, because it's virtual, is going to have to answer 5 questions in that world. Each question's worth 2 points, but if you're not sure of the answer, you should ask us for multiple choice. It's legal in this round, and we'll give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question does recede to 1. That's important because stealing, it's available in round number 2. So if you miss a question, your opponent can answer and get those points. So it is going to be Chandru, because we're tied at 9 apiece. 2 great first rounds. Chandru has the choice, the chosen has the choice to decide if he would like to spin that wheel first or defer to his brown dwarf starred opponent.
Do I get to consult my 3rd favorite, Winston?
No, and not right now. So you do it after. Yeah, so you choose if you want to go first or second.
Throwing there.
You can talk to Winston in the private chat if you want to decide.
Okay, I'll go second. Then I'm not gonna listen to him anyway.
Okay, so that's fine. All right, so you're gonna go second. So we are going to remove Chandru the Champ.
What's going on with the swag squad?
All right, now we are going to bring in Kaiser. And Kaiser, you're going to get 60 seconds to talk to Mara, starting now.
I can't tell you how excited I am to be managing the legend killer, the brown dwarf star, Mara Knopic, versus
she is a legend killer.
Andrew Guy.
That is
very good at trivia. Probably should be convicted of identity theft. All right, sis. Let's give this wheel a spin. Let's see what we got. You're crushing. You're in the zone. I'm loving it. Man, this is a great day to be alive and be in the Schmoedown. How you feeling?
I'm just glad that I have you because I don't have to say anything.
Hey man, we're playing against a guy who's dressed like the little old lady who lives in a shoe. I mean, how much of a threat could he be?
Okay. That's Kaiser is very excitable. I hope it's a natural sort of excitement and not some sort of altered substance that was.
No, I got my coffee from down the street. You know, they make the best coffee down there.
Andrew Guy, yeah.
Is the pill from Limitless in that coffee?
Maybe so. Well, look, you got 9. So let's bring that wheel up. We got 8 seconds. And Mara's going to spin here, and here's the spin. The champion has decided not to put opponents and spinners on there, so that is not on the wheel. So Mara, if she doesn't like what she got on the first spin, can choose to spin again. Here it is.
So we call a mulligan in the golf world.
A Kate mulligan.
We are right in the corner there. Swashbuckling adventure. 60 seconds to decide if you want to stay on that or not. Starting now.
I've always wanted to go on a swashbuckling adventure.
They could be. I mean, they could be fun. They could be fun. But
I mean, I'm immunized for hepatitis, so I say.
Well, you want to then if that gives you the strength you need to crush this category, sis, then let's knock it out.
I'm also immunized for anthrax, so I think I'm covered.
Oh,
what about COVID?
It's not COVID. I'm not immunized for that.
Me neither. All right. Well, let's give this category a whirl.
All right, we're going with it. All right, so we're going to remove Kaiser and we're going to bring back the champion. All right, so Mara, you're going to get 5 questions in the realm of swashbuckling adventure. Are you ready?
Yes.
Here you go. Which famous musician has a cameo as Uncle Jack in Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Men Tell No Tales? You can just answer it, Mara. You don't have to write it.
That was the last one.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought that was you.
Paul McCartney.
Yes, for 2 points.
Wow!
All right. Question 2. Who plays the character of Don Diego de la Vega in The Mask of Zorro?
Anthony Hopkins.
2 more points.
That was the one that came to my mind.
Question 3.
Should I give myself a point because I didn't answer that? I mean, I didn't think it. So.
In how many films of the Indiana Jones series does Marcus Brody appear as a character?
2.
The actor physically appears in 2 films.
Also correct. 2 more points for Mara Knopic. All right, here is the next one. Here you go. All right. At World's End, how many total pirate lords are there?
9.
9.
Correct.
9 pieces of 8.
Mara Knopic. Holy mackerel. So it's pretty nice. So that was question 4. That's question 4. Here is question number 5.
That was my 8th correct question, by the way. 9 pieces of 8.
All right. Final question. Excuse me, Mara. All right. Here you go. In Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones has the remains of Nurhaci, Nurhachi, who was the first emperor of which dynasty?
The Han Dynasty.
It's incorrect. So, Chandru, in Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones has the remains of Nurhaci, Nurhachi, who was the first emperor of which dynasty?
The Qing Dynasty.
Looking for Manchu.
Oh, I realized what I did there.
For Manchu. All right, so but still, Mara picks up a big.
I hate myself for thinking of the same answer that Chandru did.
And we see ourselves right now. Knopic 17 and Chandru has 9. 17-9. Did not lose any points on that one. So all right, so we're going to remove Mara Knopic. I'm going to bring in Winston Marshall. And looks like
sorry
about that. I just wanted to, you wanted to expose my headquarters, which actually, like Batman, goes through a porta potty down to the secret bat cave.
This is part of the
know.
You got 60 seconds.
That's fine. Chandru's doing an amazing job. You know what it is? Like I don't necessarily need to talk him up.
Miss a couple questions. I don't know.
This is fun for me. I get to watch 2 scientists play each other. But I have a rocket scientist, so that's pretty cool.
All right, so there you go. All right, let's get that wheel up there. And here it is. And here's the spin. Once again, a reminder, Chandru did not put on opponents or spinners. So he will be spinning twice if he doesn't like his first category. And here it is.
Yeah. And I like it. More room for new categories.
Ooh,
Superman. Superman is the title.
Like
60
Superman.
seconds to decide. Starting
like
now.
Superman. I feel like Superman.
Like a character
like Superman.
That's fair. Yeah. I mean, I would say like your vision's pretty good. You kind of got that Superman vision. So I don't know. What you think? You might keep it?
I'm still deciding on that.
Take it. What's so wrong with that?
I mean, you don't sound very sure. If you're like kind of contemplating, like maybe we should just spin away, man. Like it's not the end of the world. Like you got plenty of other options. They all look pretty good.
Yeah, actually, this is probably the last time I'm gonna listen to you. Let's spin again.
Wow.
What is going on here?
Random hostility, but okay.
Wow, taking
Winston's okay with that.
Weird flex, but okay.
And here we go as we get to graphic novels.
Graphic
novels is what is on the board. That is what the champion will be choosing. Graphic novels. All right, we're going to move Winston out. Going to bring Mara Knopic back in. And here we go, Mark. There's going to be 5 questions in the realm of graphic novels.
And 2 reminders. One is that this is about graphic novels that were adapted into films, so we're asking about the films that were based on the graphic novels. And 2, I love that Winston's setup makes him look like the hacker in any action movie from the 90s. Yeah. All right, Chandru, 5 questions. Each one's worth 2 points. Ready to get going here in the world of graphic novel adaptations?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, then your first question for 2.
Adaptations to the wheel.
In Atomic Blonde, the film primarily takes place in what decade?
2030s?
The 1980s.
I wasn't born yet, but I hear it was fun. Thank you for prefacing it with the century. That is correct for 2 points.
Well done.
I need to see that
Kid's
movie.
throwing shots at everyone, Christian, and I'm here.
I like it. I like that one. That one he's fighting. He's fighting on the right side.
Battling for all of us there. Yeah. Your next question, Chandru. Your second in the world of graphic novel adaptations. Who plays the character Julie Powers in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World?
Is that Brie Larson's character?
Aubrey Plaza.
And she's tremendous in the role. 2 more points for Chandru, Christian, as he narrows the gap a little more.
All right, here's question 3.
And that one is, who plays Police Inspector Finch in V for Vendetta?
Oh, yeah, that guy. Oh, I don't remember his name.
Stephen Rea, R-E-A, is his last name.
Thank you for spelling. You got close enough. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's right. I know that. I know how to say that.
All right, here's the next one. That was question number 3. Here's question 4.
Yes, it was the penultimate question in graphic novel adaptations for Chandru the Chosen. In Oblivion, what is the name of the supposed alien species that invaded Earth and roams the planet?
Do you feel like multiple choice,
because, yeah.
Multiple choice. All right, here's multiple choice.
All right, for 1 point, your 4 options. Is it A, Ravagers, B, Roamers, C, Soarers, or D, Scavengers?
Scavengers.
Roamers.
That is correct for 1 point.
All right, here's the next question.
That's right, and this could be an important one.
It's question 5.
It is question 5. Chandru finds himself trailing by 1, could be leading by 1 going into round number 3 if he gets this last question correct in the world of graphic novel adaptations, and it is. In A History of Violence, what sport are the high school kids playing in gym class?
Basketball.
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice I can provide for the tie. Is it A, baseball, B, basketball, C, dodgeball, or D, football?
I'm going with basketball. My original answer.
5, 4.
I'll hear the options again for a free repeat.
Free repeat.
Sure. All right. Your 4 options. Is it A, baseball, B, basketball, C, dodgeball, or D, football?
Dodgeball.
That is incorrect. And so for a steal and to advance your lead to 2 points, Mara, I'm going to repeat the question and your options before you wager a guess. In the world of graphic novel adaptations, in the film A History of Violence, what sport are the high school kids playing in gym class? And your options, is it A, baseball, B, basketball, C, dodgeball, or D, football?
Basketball.
They're actually playing America's pastime, baseball. So no one gets the point, Christian, but it is just a point that separates Mara from Chandru. However, it is Mara who has the lead as we head into round number 3.
Round number 3, as Mark says, it is 17-16. Mark, what are the rules of round number 3?
There are no rules because it's the betting round. No, I'm told there are still rules. We go to Vegas because we're placing wagers on a question. Here's how it works. Whoever has the lead, in this case, Mara Knopic, is going to spin that virtual wheel one more time. Whatever category it lands on, a single question from that realm will be asked to the field of competition. Competitors will then have 15 seconds to write down their best attempt at an answer. Once they do so, and we ask you by name, you reveal your answer. Here's where the bet comes in. Once the category has been spun and you know which realm the question is coming from, each competitor must wager a series of points. You can wager as many as 3 points. You can also wager no points. 1 point or 2 points are also acceptable numbers to wager. If you get the question correct, you gain that many points to your total. If you miss the ensuing question, you lose that many points.
All right. So because Mara is up, we're going to drop Chandru out at the moment. And we're going to bring back Kaiser. And we're going to let you guys talk in code if you need about points. And you have 30 seconds to decide what you want to do. As far
don't they have to put the category first?
Yeah, let's spin that wheel.
You're 100%. 100%. You know better than I do, and you've been gone for 2 years, so you're absolutely right. So we're going to remove Kaiser, bring back Chandru, And
Thank
now
you.
we will bring up the wheel. Apologies for everybody out there.
You ever done this before, Harlow?
I don't think that I have. So you're absolutely right. But thank you, Mara, for telling me what is how to play this game. All right, here we go. Here is the spin.
It's not really fair because Mara's rested. You and I, it feels like yesterday we did the spectacular.
I know. and I'm old. All right, here we go. So
I'm old.
Star Trek.
Ooh, Star Trek
is the category.
I don't think Chandru's
Star Trek
good
is
at
the
that.
category. So now we're going to drop out Chandru. We're going to bring in Kaiser. And now Kaiser,
good at Star Trek.
will have the opportunity to talk to Mara. You're going to go 30 seconds here to try to decide in code what you want to bet.
Well, I like ferrets.
I hate ferrets, but I see what you're saying. I see
You like pigs? You like pigs?
I mean, everyone knows I hate ferrets, and I'm okay with that, you know?
Okay, so we can throw that one out.
All right.
I guess, I mean, I would. My suggestion is pig, then.
5 seconds.
No, I mean, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Oh, so you want to go ferret?
All right, time's up there. Time's up there. So Mara. So now we're going to bring
Kaiser
in.
enjoyed that code a lot more than Mara did.
There is Winston. Now bring back Chandru. All right, same thing. 30 seconds. Winston talking code here to decide. Starting now.
I'm hungry. I'm trying to decide between 11Zs and supper.
I have a feeling that that Mara's going to end up with rabbits for dinner. So it's up to you, man. You can do 11Zs or supper. I would want to lean more towards supper, but you know what? This is your game, baby. So you tell me what you feel.
5 seconds.
Let's go supper, bro.
Yep.
Time is up. All right. Thank you.
Go for
All right.
broke.
So they are both back. And now what we're going to ask our competitors to do before the question comes in on the count. I'm going to go from 3 to 1. Please, in the private chat, put your points in. Are you both ready, Mara? Are you ready? Yes. Chandru, you ready? All right, here we go. On the count. 3, 2, 1. All right. Thank you. All right. So here we go.
I'm
Here
betting
is
2, by the way.
Question. All right. Who plays the character of John Harriman, captain of the Enterprise B in Star Trek Generations?
Should have went with
Right.
1 or
And
0.
it's a similar round 1 style, Christian, but you just feel that intensity, that weight of the match getting a little heavier with each passing
5,
round.
4, 3, 2.
I love the
1.
movie. I
Hands
haven't
down.
seen it
And
in a
Chandru,
while.
how many points?
I bet 2 points.
You said?
Alan Ruck.
Mara, how many points?
3.
And you said?
Cameron himself, Alan Ruck.
That is correct. So both correct, but Mara goes up by 2 points now. 2 points as we see
Yes!
ourselves 28.
Beat that guy!
We get to the speed round. Mark, now the speed round is a little different in the digital age. How does it go?
It's crazy that the answer was Alan Ruck, who played Cameron in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and then one of their codes was Ferris. I love coinky-dink. Anyway, round number 4. Yes, it is the speed round, the lightning round. It goes really fast. Competitors get 60 seconds, and that's just
Gone in
one
60
competitor at a time. Whoever is currently answering the questions in that 60-second window, the other person will be out in a totally different stream. We have moderators making sure that they are not hearing any of the questions until it is their time to compete in the speed round. That being said, once you're in the speed round, you do get those 60 seconds to answer 10 questions in the world of inner geekdom. The questions all are about the same stuff we've been answering or asking, and each one is worth a point. There is a penalty for missing a question. If you miss the question, you lose a point. If you get the question right, you gain a point, and that is how it works. You can answer as many as you can in 60 seconds. Now, if you're not sure of an answer and you don't want to risk losing a point, you can also simply say pass. I'll move on to the next question, and no points are exchanged in the positive or negative column. Any questions that you say pass to, I will return to, provided there is still time in the 60-second window. You never have to answer a question. You can continue to say pass at your discretion. So, Christian, when each competitor enters the speed round, I am happy to walk them through the process a little bit more just because we want to make sure the connection's good. We want to make sure everybody's back and it's a new season and all that jazz. So we'll settle that. We'll make sure everybody's comfy. And then the speed round is going to get underway. It's going to be up to Mara here because she has a 2-point lead over Chandru. Mara can either opt to go first into the speed round or she can have Chandru enter first and then Mara will go to the different stream.
I will defer to the current champion.
All right, so Mara's going to jump out, and then Mara's going to go into a separate room. Kaiser will be watching the speed round. Kaiser, make sure you have your hands up, please, during this round, please. Thank you. That's a very nice thing. Would you join your? I hope you wouldn't greet your mother that way. All right, so here is now we are going to get Chandru is ready to go. And you know,
get to talk to Winston or no?
Not before the speed round. Before the speed round, well, before the speed round, yes, you do. Sorry, bring Winston in. You're right. Sorry, you bring Winston in right now. Let's bring Winston in.
Oh,
and
so
Winston
now he
will
wants
get
to talk
60
to
seconds
Winston?
to talk to his competitor before the round starts.
This is crazy. I cleaned my room. Christian don't want me in here. Mark in here talking trash about Raphael. Like I've had it with this blasphemy, and I'm starting to get upset. So, Chandru, take my frustration and use it. Use all of it. Also, calm down. You're fine. Dude, take your time. You know what it is. Go for it if you feel it. But like, you know what I mean? Like, don't.
He's still trailing by a couple of points.
Just like take your time. Remember, use the pass. If you use that for more time to think about your stuff, you're
also,
good,
if he
man.
misses a point, he's going to lose a point.
You've done this twice, and it's got.
This is a question. He's going to lose a point. He's going to be trailing by even more points.
We'll
if he loses,
all right, so
if
the
he
clock
fails to
will
answer
be
the correct question,
Chandru, you'll be able to see the 60 seconds as it winds down. Just remember that on the corner of your screen. And we are ready to go. Mark, when you are.
Yes, sir.
When you're
Thank
ready.
you. Chandru, we have entered the speed round, and it seems like you and I were just here like 3 days ago doing this, so I'm pretty sure you remember how it works. I do want to refresh you and the audience watching along live. A couple rules are the same, but I think they still warrant a refresher. Now, again, you can say pass to anything, and I'll just go to the next question. Reminder to you, I'm not going to say whether you got a question correct or incorrect. I'm just going to simply move on to the next question regardless. We're not going to know if you got it right or wrong until both competitors are finished with the speed round. We tabulate the votes. So that makes sense?
Yeah, all of that makes sense.
The votes like it's an election. Still on the brain. I also want to remind you that I will return to any question that you did say pass to. You don't have to answer it ever, but I will return to those questions provided there's still time in the 60-second window. And last but certainly not least, I am going to ask you a practice question just to make sure our connection's good. You ready for that?
Yep.
All right. Batman versus Superman. Remember that movie? What was the name of their moms?
Martha!
It was. I think it's also Santa Claus's wife's name. Now we're going to get going here, but Chandru, your time is not going to start until I have completed asking question number 1. So I'll start asking it. Once I finish, that's when the 60 seconds begins to count down. Understood?
Yeah, understood.
On 1 second, Mark. I just want to get a confirmation. I want to see. I want to make sure that we have the clock ready to go also. Okay, great. Okay. Ready to go when you are, Mark.
All right. And here we go. Your speed round commences as soon as I'm finished asking this question. Which actor plays Flash Gordon in 1980's Flash Gordon?
Sam
Jones.
In what year was Willow released?
1980.
In Iron Man, what does the E in SHIELD stand for?
Enforcement.
In X-Men Origins Wolverine, what country is Stryker's team in when they go looking for adamantium?
Germany.
Pass.
In what year was Star Trek Beyond released?
2016.
2016.
Who plays Ron Johnner, a mercenary and member of the crew in Alien Resurrection?
Pass.
In Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers, what is the name for the rare gathering of Ents?
Entmoot.
In what film does Idris Elba play a drunk French priest named Moreau?
Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance.
Yeah.
Which Star Wars film features Maz Kanata, General Pride, and Jannah?
Star Wars: Rise of
Skywalker.
In Aliens, which actor plays Carter J. Burke, a representative of the Wayland-Yutani Corporation?
Paul Reiser.
In X-Men Origins...
Time. Okay. All right. So that is the time. Chandru has gone. And now we will drop out Chandru. And we will await Mara to return Winston, you will be watching. Please, Winston, same thing. Make sure your hands are up. And we are going to be just waiting for Mara. Is Mara back yet? Not yet.
She's on her way. It's fun, man.
Back. It's good. It's really good. Mara's back. All right, so we're going to bring back Mara and Kaiser.
Yep.
All right. They are back, and you're going to get 60 seconds to talk to Mara.
Gone in 60
starting
seconds.
now.
I've never played with someone who has put me in such a zen state of mind. You really are a special human being, and you are worthy of the first round. You are worthy of the first round draft pick. You're one of the best additions this dungeon has ever assembled, and I am so damn proud of you. I want you to go out there and finish this game strong. Okay, let's let it rip.
I'm only so chill because we literally don't have heat on in this room because of power outages.
Yeah, but
so
that big brain of yours will keep you warm. All right.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. All right, we're going to drop Kaiser out now, and now we are going to let Mara go. All right, Mark. Here we go.
That's right. If we reiterate what I said in the first match, is that all of our thoughts and all of our love is going to the way of Texas and Arkansas. Mara, welcome to the speed round.
I've always
doing okay?
To be here.
Okay,
Thank you.
good.
Thank you for having me.
It's going to be fun. First, I want to run you through a couple of the other little particulars of it. Again, you can say pass to any question I ask if you're not sure of the answer, because you do lose a point if you miss a question. So if you say pass, I'm simply going to move on to the next question. I might return to it provided there's still time in the 60-second window after I've finished asking the initial 10 questions. That all make sense okay?
Yes.
Okay, and then regardless of whether you get the question correct or incorrect, I'm not going to tell you in the moment. I'm just going to simply move on to the next question. We're not going to say who got what right or wrong until the end after we tabulate all of the math. And friendly reminder that your timer does not start until I've completed asking the first question. So I'll start asking it, I'll finish, then the 60-second window starts to count down. Last but not least, we do get to ask a practice question to make sure our connection is good. Mara, what is the name of that cat that we saw on your island with you in the promo?
Sir Pounce.
Sir Pounce.
Sir Pounce.
Sir Pounce.
All right.
Had the pleasure of meeting Sir Pounce not too long ago. Nice fella. All right, Mara, I'm going to start asking the first question in a matter of moments, and once I've completed it, the speed round will start counting down. Okay. Here we are. Your speed round begins now. Which actor plays Flash Gordon in 1980's Flash Gordon?
Sam Jones.
In what year was Willow released?
I said 1980.
1988.
In Iron Man, what does the E in SHIELD stand for?
Enforcement.
In X-Men Origins Wolverine, what country is Stryker's team in when they go looking for adamantium?
I said Germany.
Pass.
In what year was Star Trek Beyond released?
2016.
2016.
Who plays Ron Johnner, a mercenary and member of the crew in Alien Resurrection?
I said pass.
Ron Perlman.
In Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers, what is the name for the rare gathering of Ents?
The Entmoot.
In what film does Idris Elba play a drunk French priest named Moreau?
Couldn't answer that one.
Pass.
Which Star Wars film features Maz Kanata, General Pride, and Jannah?
Rise of Skywalker.
Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker.
In Aliens, which actor plays Carter J. Burke, a representative of the Weyland-Yutani Corporation? In X-Men Origins Wolverine, what country is Stryker's team in when they go looking for adamantium?
Time. Okay.
That's okay.
Okay. So, all right, we're going to drop out Mara.
Yeah.
We are going to tally it up. Mark, you're going to talk to the audience for a second, and I'll be right back.
Oh, that'll be fun. Okay, so we all love the Mortal Kombat trailer from yesterday, right? Right? It was so cool.
Sure
I have a question now that I watched it play out on the big screen-ish. Again, I'm 75-incher right there.
One of them
so, that's not a brag.
Sure
that's just
that I was
fact.
wrong about.
Okay, so the finishing move is awesome with Sub-Zero,
hey, Mark,
right?
come back. Nice to see you. All right, so we have the tally. We have the tally, and thank you to our great team who's been tallying it up. And we have our tally, and we are going to bring back Mara and Chandra. All right. Okay. So we have, this was Mara Knopic. Question 1, she got Sam Jones. She got 1988. She got Enforcement. She passed on Nigeria for Wolverine.
Nigeria, okay.
She got 2016. She got Ron Perlman. She got Entmoot. She passed on Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance. She got Rise of Skywalker. She got Paul Reiser. That gave her a total of 8 points. And Chandru, he
I definitely need to get a
got
marker.
Sam Jones. He got 1988. He got Enforcement. He passed on Nigeria. He got 2016. He passed on Ron Perlman. He got Entmoot. He got Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance. Got the Ghost Rider. Got Rise of Skywalker. Got Paul Reiser. Also 8 points. So at the end of the round,
they're still in the same position.
We see ourselves Mara Knopic with 28 and Chandru 26. 28-26 right now as we head into the 5th and final round, the championship round. Mark, round number 5. How's it go?
Get ready, Chandru.
Don't bury the lead, Christian. We could have just skipped over the speed round.
Don't miss a single question, Chandru.
Wasted legwork for me, but I guess
it's not tied.
Be careful not to lose, Chandru.
Speed round, and you know what? They proved their knowledge once again in round 4, but now round 5 is upon us, and this is the round where they're going to need it the most because a championship belt is on the line in this round. We need a series of numbers from each competitor. First, though, we need 3 numbers from each of you. These numbers may range from 1 to 16. You may not pick the same 3 numbers as your opponent because each one corresponds to a unique corner of inner geekdom goodness. The first question you hear is worth 2 points. Your next one is worth 3 points. Your final one, should we make it that far, and I do believe we will, is worth 5 big points. There is no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round number 5. Christian, it all comes down to this, and now we just need some integers before the carnage can resume. First from Mara. Mara, you have a 2-point lead over Chandru the Chosen, who currently has the belt. Which 3 numbers from 1 to 16 feel luckiest to you?
I will go with 13, 1, and 3.
13, 1, and 3
1 and 3 for Mara and for the champion.
I'll go 9 for the 9 members in the fellowship, 2 for the 2 towers, and 7 for the 7 members in the fellowship who never died.
All right, 13, 1, and 3. All right, we are going to remove Chandru at the moment and bring in Kaiser. All right, 60 seconds, Kaiser, to talk to Mara starting now.
This is it. This is the last step. I mean, you've crushed this thing from beginning. Now you just got to finish it at the end. And I'm going to tell you something. There is going to be an open investigation because I believe Chandru is behind the disappearance of Andrew Guy. If you noticed, when he disappeared, that's when he started, impersonating him during all his matches. I want Skybound involved in this. I want Mark Ellis to step up and do something about this. Find Andrew Guy.
The Senate Armed Services Committee definitely needs to have a role.
I will do nothing.
All right, look, take a deep breath and let's close this out. You got this.
All right, thank you, Kaiser.
Hurry, I have to pee.
Dropping Kaiser out, dropping Mara out, bringing back Chandru and Winston. All right, cool. Let us go. Here we go. Winston, you got 60 seconds starting now.
Hey, man, there's a couple things here. We haven't been in this position before, but that's okay. You know why? Because you're a champion and champions evolve. Now, I know you're kind of treating me like, you're in your adolescent years and you're coming at your like your stepdad being like, you're not my father. I get that. That's totally fine. But what I do know is I've watched multitude of people try and say something to you, try and call you out, say you're not worthy, then all this. But guess what?
You're unworthy!
You've always been the chosen one. You're Frodo and I'm your Samwise, all right? I'm your Sam. I have your back. So when you go ahead and you hoist that belt up because you defended it yet again, just know we're partying all night when we get back to the Shire. I love you, my brother. Go do your thing.
I hear all of that, but you asked me to be nicer in this match and not play mind games. See where that led us. What?
He does have a point.
The betting round, your strategy, I lost 1 point because of that. I could have bet 3.
Time, Chandru. Time. So 1 minute time. All right, now we are going to bring back, there she is, Mara. All right. So we start with the champion here who he chose category number 9, Mark, and that is in the realm of what? That is in the realm of Superman. All right, Realm of Superman. Sorry, I'm talking to myself.
Just asking rhetorical questions here. You know the answer.
I am.
That's
All right.
the category
Chandru,
he
you ready?
passed on, by the way, just saying.
All right, here you go. The Realm of Superman.
Superman.
Which actor played the character of Lenny Luthor in Superman 4, The Quest for Peace?
Seriously? John Cryer!
John Cryer. John Cryer.
Yes. Just make sure. Then
He just played Lex on Supergirl.
You got it quick. All right, so we have now it goes to, the score at the moment. It's all tied up, 28-28. So Mara Knopic now will be answering Mark, and she chose category 13.
That's right. I'm not sure Cryer was one of the full men in that show, but I got to rewatch it. So we move on to Mara's 2-point question. Mara, this could give you a 2-point lead. And you have selected with your number 13, Dan Marino's lucky number is Indiana Jones films.
I've heard of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty good. And your 2-point question is, Indiana Jones named himself Indiana after what?
We named the dog.
The dog Indiana.
Even with the Sean Connery accent, Christian, that is correct.
All right. So we now are going to go back to Chandru. And now, Chandru, you chose category number 2. Category number 2. And that is in the realm.
I want to confirm. I have all my repeats, right?
You do. Mara has two. Mara has 2. You left. You have 3 left. All right. Here is your category number 2, and that is Alien and Predator. Alien and Predator. All right. Here you go. Okay. Sorry. Who directed 1997's Alien Resurrection?
David Fincher?
Jean-Pierre Jeunet. I can spell it if you want.
Now you got it. 3 points for Chandru. 3 points for Chandru. He hits it. Big 3-pointer. And now we go back to Mara, who chose category number 1, Mark.
She did, Christian. And Warren Moon's number corresponds to the category of heroes. Heroes. And it's a 3-point question and could give you a 2-point advantage yet again if you get it right. Your question for those 3 points, the category of heroes, which character killed Nagini, Voldemort's snake, in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2?
Neville Longbottom.
Neville Longbottom.
Christian, Mara's back on top by 2 points.
Wow, so we are in a very interesting position right now. So Chandru has to hit his 5 in order to bounce it back to Mara. If he hits it, it bounces back. However, if he misses it,
careful not to choke on that 5-pointer,
once again be the Inner Geekdom champion. Chandru, you chose category number 7, and that is in the realm of Star Trek.
Okay.
Be careful not to choke on your aspirations, Chandru.
Here you are. What is the Vulcan name of the mystical location Cybok was trying to locate in Star Trek V, The Final Frontier?
The Vulcan name.
The Vulcan name.
Repeat the question.
Here's your first one. What is the Vulcan name of the mystical location Cybok was trying to locate in Star Trek V, The Final Frontier? Five.
Repeat.
All right, second one. What is the Vulcan name of the mystical location Cybok was trying to locate in Star Trek V, The Final Frontier?
Miss.
Shakari.
That is correct. Andrew, the Chosen, takes it, and wow, what did he do? He pushes it, and now he's going to make Mara earn it. If Mara hits the 5, she is the new Movie Trivia Schmoedown Inner Geekdom champion. However, if she misses it, then Chandru, the Chosen, will remain the champion. All right, Mark, what is the category here? Category 3, excuse me.
It is category 3. That's Mark Mosley's number. The category that Mara chose, unbeknownst to her, when she selected the number 3, was a superhero named Batman.
Okay.
And your question. This is for 5 points and a belt.
Hold on, I dropped this. Okay, sorry.
In the world of Batman, in which film does a corrupt councilman named Arthur Reeves threaten to have Batman arrested?
It's definitely one of the Nolan movies.
Batman Mask of the Phantasm.
Or maybe not.
And your winner and
yes! Yes!
Champion of the world!
One second!
The
amazing Mara Knopic!
The amazing Mara Knopic takes the championship.
Yes!
She does it. She
Yes!
38.
Yes!
36.
Yes!
She's the champion of the world. She comes back 2 years later, and
I knew she could do it
again. Mara wins. Mara wins. Wow! Wow! Unbelievable. Mara Knopic wins the
champion.
Wow!
This is where you comb your hair, Chandru, climb on that rocket, and fly to Mars. And think about what just happened today.
Wow! All right, we're gonna drop out. We're gonna drop out Mara. We're gonna drop out Kaiser at the moment. We're gonna drop them out for just a moment here. What a moment! What a moment. Chandru the Chosen fights back really hard, fights back super hard, and he winds up hitting that 5 and forcing Mara. But what a game played by the amazing Mara Knopic. Like, she never missed a beat. Gone 2 years and does exactly what she did to Jason Inman. You ain't getting that record. You're not doing it. She does it. She becomes the first woman to ever win an individual title twice. She becomes the second Inner Geekdom player to ever win the title twice. Now she ties it up with Kalinowski and beats the unbeatable Chandru the Chosen. This is an incredible moment. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Christian, Mara Knopic putting you on notice. You need to take that season 7 shirt and put it in the closet where it belongs, because it's a new season. It is war, and Mara Knopic is the general so far, because what an epic match that she played. But she had to get a whole lot of questions right, because Chandru the Chosen may have played one of his finest games we've ever seen him play. It just wasn't quite enough. On most days, that is good enough to keep that belt and keep on dancing till the cows come home. But today, it was about Mara Knopic. Maybe we should all take 2 years off, see the knowledge that was on full display today.
Mara just played one of the best Inner Geekdom games we've ever seen, because, like you said, Chandru played incredible.
Yeah.
Chandru played incredible, but Mara just today was that much better, and she's been gone 2 years. She's 6-1. She is 6-1. She's a 2-time champion, and guess who is there to talk to her right now? Mark, we've got Jen Sturger to speak with Mara, and this, we haven't seen this combination in quite a while. Jen Sturger talking to Mara Knopic and Kaiser, the manager of the Inner Geekdom champion once again. Take it away, Jen.
All right, has it set in at all what just happened? Kevin came running from the other room because he heard all of the yelling.
That's my second favorite Kevin. That is my second favorite Kevin on the planet next
Understandable.
to Smash.
Understandable. But congratulations, Mara. What a way to come back. Has it just made all that time off just feel worth it to be able to come back and make a statement like this? I know, Kevin, you're excited.
First of all, number one, you're just like painfully pretty. Like, it hurts to look at you.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I don't want to get too crazy, but the last several months especially have been so hard for me. I know that people have really respected my privacy, and I'm so grateful for that, but I have not been doing very well, and I have been working every minute that I've been able to be awake and not at a hospital, and I've been working so hard, and I want to thank the dungeon. I want to thank every single person there. Everyone helped me in their own way, even people that aren't Inner Geekdom players. I also want to thank a slew of other people across the Schmoedown that have requested certain amounts of anonymity. I would like to thank Codename What Does God Need with a Starship? I would like to thank Codename Time Cop. I would like to thank Codename Iron Man. I'm missing some. Codename Licorice. And I'm missing one other person.
I think I know who Licorice is.
You know who you are. The other person, you know who you are. So.
Codename Licorice. Wow. Oh, tell me a little bit about what the preparation's been like for this, just because we were wondering, with so many amazing Inner Geekdom players in your faction alone, it's like, how is all this happening? Kevin, calm down. We know, very excited.
I mean, it's been hours a day. I take study sheets with me when I go to the doctor. If we're just going out to go pick up our grocery order, because we have to be really careful with me because of COVID. I'm listening to a soundtracks playlist in the car, and I'm thinking about what movies they go with. And every single time I take a shower, I'm listening to an Inner Geekdom movie on the Bluetooth speaker. I mean, it's been everything, because I can't lie to you that 2 years off is a long time. This could have easily gone his way. He's a fantastic player. I mean, I even made a few mistakes in the match, a couple of dumb mistakes, but I'm just very, very lucky that the Schmoedown gods had it in my favor today. So I'm so excited, and FedEx doesn't know where my house is, so I don't know how I'm going to get the belt. I'm not joking. Google Maps does not register that our house exists, so Kaiser's going to have to walk it over.
I got a bobsled team. I can just send them over. A dog sled team.
If you're relying on Kaiser to get anything expensive delivered to your house, that's your first problem. Kaiser, no, it's been wonderful watching this interaction between you two. What's it been like coaching such an amazing player like Mara, and just what's it been like watching her journey this entire, the time you were working with her to get her in the off season up until this match?
I'm telling you, the woman is a shining star. She brings so much love and value to this team. Everybody respects her. Everyone rallied around her. I swear to God, Parker was quizzing her about that Batman movie not all that long ago. And it just goes to tell you, when one question, when things come down to one question, you just never know what you're going to study. Adam Witt went into overtime. Parker, Smets, all my dungeon heads who came in and helped us out. I mean, John Hoey, the rookie, was in there with us. Like everyone, Video Drew. I mean, there's just everyone rallies to help everyone. I knew she was the #1 draft pick. I knew when I picked her #1 that we had a legitimate chance. And listen, I know I talk a lot of smack about Chandru and Winston, but they come.
I mean, you talk a lot about everyone, but
fair,
go on.
Fair, but
including me, by the way. Just saying.
Regardless if he wants to dress up like Hansel or Gretel, I don't know which one he was cosplaying as today. He's still one of the best to ever play this sport. Winston is a damn good manager. He's always got his guys trained up, and he stole a couple of my players, so it's hard to not pull for him when they're not playing against us. But there's a new champion. There's a new era in the Schmoedown. We're starting off the 2021 season on the right foot, and I'm telling you, this woman lives up to her name. She is the Brown Dwarf Star. She is a legend killer. That's what she does. When she focuses on something, she throws her soul and her life into it. And I told her, I said, sis, win or lose, we've trained our butts off every day. There's not one thing. I was talking to Bateman about this yesterday. There's not one thing we did not do for her to get her ready for this match. So if she lost, if she lost, we were going to be so proud of her anyways, because she put in the work. And God, I literally pulled a muscle in my calf jumping up and down, and I haven't done that since college football. But and Dan Merle, look at Dan Merle. You got one of the greatest of all time training her all hours of the night when the dungeon guys aren't around. Guess who is the GOAT? So he's got a few things to prove this season, and I know one thing he's hanging his hat on was that he helped this woman win another title. So I am so proud of this dungeon we've assembled. We got a lot of work to do. It's a long season. You can't just come out and one win and crown yourselves.
I've never had this belt before either. This is the first time I had.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's the new belt.
This is a whole new belt for me. Technically, I would
a
like
whole
to request,
new
this is
belt.
honestly, is serious. Can it please get sanitized, Kaiser? Just like before. No, I'm not joking. Like when you put it in a FedEx thing, please like rub it down and then just like use a towel or something. Because
well, I don't.
I'm fragile.
Maybe I can swing by Winston's house.
Piggy Smalls carries disease, hun.
Not any. And listen, so far I'm pretty diehard. He ain't got me. You know, if the pig ain't killed me by now, it ain't gonna happen. And believe me, he tries every day.
So I know you guys are going to be celebrating for a little bit, but there is still a #1 contender match out there. Mike Kalinowski will be getting his #1 contender match. Are you excited about that rubber match? Because let's face it, the Nerd Chronics promo just kind of said it all. Like, you guys have done this dance for such a long time. And it's like, here we are again.
Hey, who would I rather dance with besides somebody I've done it with before? I mean,
twice.
1-to-1. I think we would both be really excited to see how it comes out. I know that he's been working incredibly hard. I've been working hard. I mean, what better way to have me defend a title to see if I can do it against one of the absolute greatest of all time Intergeekdom players. I mean, that's where you prove your worth. So I would love to see that happen. So
Jen, there's a new rule this year.
I might like to see that happen.
Jen, there's a new rule this year. It's called the Mike Kalinowski rule, aka the Muzzle rule. And that means he's got to wear a muzzle only when he's not answering questions. He could take it off, answer, and then he puts the muzzle back on. It's a new rule.
I don't remember that page of the rule book, but I'll talk it over with Christian.
Look it up,
right?
look it up.
Congratulations again, Mara. It's just so good to see you back, and we are elated to have you as our champion once more.
Thanks, Jen.
We did.
Oh boy, that is a pumped up Kaiser and an emotional Mara, thinking about all of the work that has gone into the Schmoedown training, and then also her taking care of the priorities in her life for the last 2 years. And Christian, it all culminated in a beautiful fashion here today. Great interview with Jen. That was one of the more heartfelt ones that we've seen.
Sure. It was a great interview because you saw the journey. You saw what she was going through, what she put herself through in general during the first run, the struggle that she had. It was documented. It was a tough way for her to exit the Schmoedown. She was excited to come back. Things didn't necessarily go her way the way she wanted to come back, and she finally does it. And what a way to do it, because as she said, as Kaiser said, you don't get that kind of performance if your opponent doesn't put up that kind of game. And Chandru the Chosen shows why he is one of the elite competitors that we've ever seen in the Intergeekdom, because he fought back and he hits that 5-pointer, and he made Mara had to hit that 5. He wasn't about to just give it to her, because I know he's disappointed, and I'm sure Jen will ask also. You saw him and Winston on different pages. Was that a cause of any of it? I don't know. What does Chandru want to do next? All those questions will be answered and more as Jen Sturger is with the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown Intergeekdom champion, Chandru the Chosen, and his manager, Winston Marshall.
It's a very different mood, obviously, right now for Team Swag. Winston, you look incredibly upset and disappointed. What's going on? I saw that you two were kind of having some weird exchanges throughout that entire match. Like, did that at all play into this loss?
Probably.
I don't think so. I mean, Chandru still put up 36 points, you know?
He did.
He only missed, the 2 questions in the first. He didn't miss any in the 5th. He hit the same amount of speed round questions. You don't become a champion without being dangerous. And, Mara did a great job today. So this one really hurts. I love this kid, man. This is like my little brother, and it's hard to watch him to take it on the chin, and it's not his fault. He did an incredible job. It happens, man. So I'm a little down right now. I mean, you talk to him,
Sure. Chandru, you're hearing all of this right now from your manager. What's going through your head? Because honestly, I can't read your expression. You almost seem angry about this.
First off, I want to congratulate Mara. If I could hand over the belt to her through the webcam, I would. If I were to give the belt away, I'm glad it's her. To quote John Rooney from Road to Perdition. But yeah, I'm just feeling a lot of anger right now. Anger at myself for not spending even more time preparing and playing conservatively, because I expected I should have expected more from Mara. Like I did, but I could have expected more. I should have expected more. 36 points was the record until today for a title match, and she played that much better to like beat that record. Like both of us only missed 3 questions. It just so happened that the point values fell where they did, and she ended up taking the belt today. I'm feeling anger at the system because as soon as I started becoming dominant, they added like 70, 80 more movies to sort of trip me up and take
of
the
course
belt
he's
away
gonna
from
go
me.
there. Of course
And
he's gonna come
sort of
everyone
nerf me.
though,
you know?
Yeah, but did you see the list of movies, Jen? They were like, what movie has Chandru not watched and will be bad at? And
of course he's gonna go there.
That's what it feels like. And more than everyone,
Only losers
I'm mad at
whine about the
Winston
rules.
for just being distracted away by the shiny toys of the Laura Kellys and the Winnie Mancuzos and the Jen Kemps of the world. And what happened? What happened, Winston? We were so close last season, and like you draft like so many new players, and like not so much as a text for the past like 2 weeks and a half. Luckily Paul was there to help me. Luckily Bradley Tingle, the rookie, was there to help me. I'm just feeling so much anger. You made me not watch WandaVision. You know how much I love.
He's a terrible actor. Can we please acknowledge that? He's a terrible actor.
Now, and I haven't seen a single episode. I'm gonna go binge it now because I can now. It's just Laura played a great game. She is right. I mean, she's always been right, but this season, like the hate that she's giving you, like she's so right. Like that is. I have no words for you, Winston. I'm glad you have like so many more matches coming up to look forward to, and the other part is, again, like the system. Where is my title shot? Season 5, people were getting title shots for just losing the tournament finals, and Mara got a title shot without a single defense. I was the first person in 2.5 years to defend this belt. But I don't get an automatic rematch for the title shot. I wanted it if you could give me that.
And you defended it, in a time that honestly we didn't even know what the league was going to look like. You know what I mean? To defend it under those circumstances, I think speaks volumes for the type of player you are. But where does this leave Team Swag? Like, this is the beginning of the season.
It's the start of the season, and look, man, I know you feel like I wasn't there, but I'm always there. I know you know how busy I am with this new job. We have all these new members on the team. Yeah, I wasn't physically at some of those practices, but those speed round practices, I sent that. Paul read those for me. Your title practice match, I wrote that. I was still there with you, even though I couldn't be there physically, man. Like, you know, I'm trying my best.
And that's good acting. Just saying.
And it's early, and I get it. People are gonna dance on Swag's grave because they think we're done. But guess what? We started with the loss, you know, at the start.
You also started
of
with
last
the win.
season, and then we shut everybody up. So if you want to be mad at me, that's fine. I wasn't physically there for you, and it wasn't just the studying. It's about the connection that we have. And you're right, I failed you. I wasn't a good brother. If I have to do whatever I have to do to help you, I will be there. You're damn right. You deserve a title shot. You're the first person to defend in over 2 years. So I don't know where that is, but it needs to be there. I'm sorry.
Andrew, do you have anything to say?
I'm happy to climb my way up to the belt again, to take this belt back again. Bring it back to LA, if you will. If I have to beat Mike, so be it. We've been circling each other for so long. Winston, you're right. You did try your best, but your best wasn't good enough. We will talk, but I need my time. I just need some time away from all of this. I need to binge WandaVision and like not watch an IG movie for once in a lifetime. It feels like.
Well, again, terribly sorry that it didn't work out in your favor today, guys, and best of luck the rest of the season. Okay.
Well, completely different atmosphere in the Swag camp as the Dungeon picking up
The
a big
molliness.
7 points and a championship. Mara Knopic is the new movie trivia Schmoedown Inner Geekdom champion of the world. Once again, she becomes only the second player in Schmoedown history to win the Inner Geekdom championship twice, and the only female competitor to win an individual championship twice. So this is it's a crazy moment, and there's so much going on, Mark. There's so much, and if you guys are watching now on pay-per-view, you got this match, and you understand this is just the first pay-per-view in February. We've got 3 of them in March, and you saw Mara Knopic. Well, her partner inside of Life or even on the Dungeon, Dan Murrell, he is going to be facing Jeff Snyder in the first ever Versus. That's right. That goes down on March 5th. Schmoedown versus Dangerous Dan Murrell versus the Insider Jeff Snyder.
Beat that guy, Dan!
Number 1
Well, more points for the Dungeon.
And then
that's all I
2
see on the
weeks
screen.
later, we're going to have another Schmoedown Throwdown, and the Schmoedown Throwdown is going to be Bibiani versus Paul Oyama, and the main event is Dimolanta and Damon, and then Battlefield at the end of the month. You're going to have John Roca versus Liz Shannon Miller and Ben Bateman against his former teammate Mark Riley. And if you are a $10 patron, you're getting all 3 of them. So sign up today. You go to patreon.com/Schmoedown. And last, just to once another reminder, the Schmoedown merch. If you didn't know, the faction merch, it is the most important thing because you guys get to help this year. You like the match that you just saw. You like what the Dungeon did. You want to support swag. Well, the way you do it is you go to the Skybound store. The link is in the description of this video, and you get yourself a sweatshirt or a hat or a mug or whatever you want to get. A percentage of the faction merch profits goes into a pool that at the end of the season, that is what the faction is playing for. So you are helping tremendously when you purchase your favorite factions merch today. So go ahead and sign on up.
Christian, what we just witnessed was the ecstasy and the agony. You saw the greatness and the glory of getting a win, and you saw the pain and the hurt of getting a loss, and you don't reach the highs and the lows. The mercury doesn't get to those places on the thermometer unless you have a truly special sport, and that is what we have here. And you and I just created the damn thing 8 seasons ago, but it is these competitors like Mara Knopic, like Chandra Dhandapani, these managers like Winston Marshall, and I hate to say it, but yes, like John Kaiser, who make this great. But above all else, it's you, the fans. This is why everyone cares so much. This is why you see tears of victory and tears of defeat. It's because we all invest so much of ourselves in this. And as much as I know it hurts Chandra, and as much as I know Mara's loving it right now, that's what makes this special. And I want to thank everybody here for participating. I want to thank our incredible tech crew for pulling off another spectacular live pay-per-view event. Thanks for Molly for showing up and equalizing everything. And Christian, we were just here to bear witness to a truly amazing feat pulled off by Mara Knopic against one of the great Inner Geekdom competitors of all time.
That's absolutely right, Mark, and it doesn't stop because we got some matches coming up that you guys can make sure that you know that on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/the Schmoedown, where all these matches air. You can see the first match of the season on Wednesday, March 3rd. Amaru Moses goes up against Jesse Swift, the Jackal. That goes down on March 3rd. So that's going to be the first match. Marie Wilson versus Sean Sullivan in Star Wars. Vinny Mancuso of Marvelous Marie Wilson and Vinny Mancuso and Lady Justice Marisol McKee on March 5th. Big, massive match happening there. So 3 big matches already happening. And what a way to start off the pay-per-view season. Thank you to Molly Damon. Thank you to Laura Kelly. What a match between those two. And then obviously the championship match. Mara Knopic is the champion once again. I feel like I'm time traveled. I feel like I've time traveled back to 2018. And you know what it is, Mark? And again, I know they'll be talking about this on the after shows and everything and all that. But Mara never really had that run as a champion where she got to, even when she lost to Mike, it was like, okay, she's going to come back, what's she going to do? And she was away from the sport for so long that now that she is the top dog of the game, it's going to be a very interesting division to see what's going to happen with Mara Knopic as the champ.
Yeah, Christian, you look at the history of sport, and sometimes you do have these fantastic dynasties. Other times you just have these random flashes in a pan. You even think about my football team where you win 3 different championships with 3 different quarterbacks, but then you have a run like the Patriots where they had the same quarterback and the same head coach, and they built a dynasty. Mara Knopic now has the opportunity to not just be a great one-off champion, but to accumulate records and to set even more marks that may never be broken. She could be a dynasty. We have not heard the last of Chandra Dhandapani. He's going to come back better than ever, and Mara Knopic is going to be waiting for him. And there's a whole lot of other Inner Geekdom competitors that are chopping at the bit saying, hey, I knew all the answers to those questions. Where's my turn? I'm sure winner and the loser, unfortunately, tonight are exhausted, are worn out, as are their managers. But you and I, we didn't have to answer anything. We just got to ask the question. So I'm raring to go. Wednesday cannot get here fast enough. Let's do more of these.
That's right. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you all for joining us today. Thank you for just the energy, for watching, for the support. The season has begun. War has begun. The Dungeon and Swag have kicked it off, and the rest of the factions are gearing up. They are ready to go, and it all starts on March 3rd with everybody else. So thank you. Thank you to our great crew over at Skybound. Thank you to everyone who helps out. Thank you so much for everything that has been put into this, the thoughts, the love, everything. So once again, for Mark Ellis, I'm Christian Harloff. See you next time.
Well, that was a match. Definitely a match. And I'm so glad that I got to witness this. I'm so happy to see Chandru finally fall. And yeah, by the way, just in case you were wondering, this is my score for the this match. I've done better, but I mean, they did add a couple of new categories that I didn't see coming. I didn't think those new categories will be implemented in this specific match. I thought it was later down the road, but whatever. So I didn't really get much of a chance to look at the new categories and study them. So I'm actually pretty proud of the 15 points I was able to pull in this match. In any case, that's my review. I'm so happy to see Chandru lose, like the loser that he is, and of course he went after the new categories. They're trying to put me down, and you know, the kind of stuff that losers like Chandru do. In any case, that's it for me. I got around because I've got a couple of other things that to take care of, but this live reaction to the match will be on as soon as the matches themselves are on YouTube. So until then, everybody, smash Chandru! Hello again, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed this video, because I really enjoyed making it. So, if you like what you've seen here, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more awesome content like this. So, until next time, guys, I'll see you guys next time.